and COVID isn't just affecting Broadway. It is no laughing matter for comedy shows either, as they've been forced to cancel performances too. Steve Byrne is joining us live from Los Angeles tonight to talk about how the virus is impacting stand-up venues. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for making the time for us.
Merry Christmas to you as well and everybody watching.
I know there's nothing you'd rather be doing on Christmas than talking to us about Omicron, so thank you for being here.
As a comedian, I'm glad I'm not getting up at 6 in the morning. This is more my working hours. So this
yeah,
is
or
fine.
Even 4 in the morning, LA time.
That's right, yeah, that's when I'm going to bed.
Are you getting a familiar feeling? Because I know you had some dates canceled when COVID first hit.
Sure, cancellations were rampant at the very beginning with quarantine and nobody knew what was going on. And then slowly, I think there was fatigue. People realized that we're all going through something communal, and comedy kind of became an essential business. And now, you know, the pendulum is swinging back towards, I think, some, you know, outbreaks. Staff shortages in clubs have been rampant. So I think that's really affecting what's happening, as you saw just a second ago with the airlines. Staff shortages everywhere, and I think that's going to really take effect into how shows play out over the next few weeks.
Yeah, and I think comedy right now is more important than ever, right, over the past couple of years. People really need that relief.
Yeah, not during this interview, but but for the most part, yeah, I think this last year and a half especially, we've all just been going through the thick of it. So there's so much to talk about. There's deep, rich material for comedians right now. And I think the people that are showing up at comedy clubs, as are going to Broadway, as are going to movie theaters, they're people that really, really want relief. They want release, and they want to be out. So the laughs are that much harder when you're at these clubs these days.
You know, I was watching the airline story, and that comes to mind. Like, when you're in that airport drama, it's the worst thing ever, but later it's pretty funny. Or if you watch it happening to someone else in a comedy movie, it's kind of funny, right? But when you're going through it, it's not funny at all.
That's right. You know, there's no better conduit of humor via the airports and airlines than comedians. And the other day I was flying and an oxygen mask dropped, and the oxygen was available at $12.99. You had to pay $13 to get the oxygen. But yeah, I'm glad to be part of the regime to help bring some levity to the world amongst a plethora of very talented comics all across this country.
So talk about how in-person stand-up comedy, really the exposure of it got you started, and how it affected your career, and the importance of really having a live audience and also being a live audience member when it comes to comedy.
Well, look, when this first all went down, Zoom shows were quite popular for comedians because they needed some outlet. And again, I think given everything that was going on, especially with COVID, with the new way of living your life, with everything being politicized, there was kind of this, rarely do we have these days a real communal kind of thing going on. So comedy was really, really, I think that's why you've seen so many great comics these days packing out theaters right now. So for me, especially, it was a great outlet because the things that I'm dealing with are the things that you're dealing with and everybody else's families are dealing with. So I think we're just trying to take things, you know, masks, 6 feet distance, et cetera, and just bring it to the stage and seeing if we can make some folks laugh out of it.
Yeah, is it weird though, performing and not hearing an audience laugh and not seeing laughing faces and not knowing if the joke went over well or fell flat?
For me, no. No, but I will say that when we first started coming back, you know, one of the first shows I did was at the DC Improv, and we were at 20% capacity, literally 20% capacity, and they had you know, the tape measure out, measuring, and the health inspectors were coming through, and it was different. But again, all you need sometimes is just a handful of people to kind of get to galvanize together to make it a fun environment. And I'll tell you, those were some of the best shows I've done in years. And there was maybe 20, 25 people in that showroom. It was the best.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. What about these lesser known names? They're struggling to make it. They're trying to get their foot in the door, and stand-up can often be the thing that puts them on the map, right? Now we're headed into year 3 of the pandemic. Do you feel for the people who are just trying to get started in the business?
I don't, because when I started, you could literally do an hour special or hope to, you know, pine for a late night talk show bit, and that would really put you on the mark. And nowadays, it just takes one of these. It just takes one of those and something that goes viral or something that hits, and all of a sudden you develop some gravity, and hopefully you can translate that into ticket sales. So I'm actually I'm very jealous of these kids that have the tech savviness of using a cell phone, whereas I had to do it analog, where you had to write jokes and write jokes. So
I know, it's like all of us carrying cameras around, traveling around the country, you know?
that's right. Yeah, when you
good
just
old
take a
days.
picture and you hope you got it. That's right.
All right, Steve Byrne, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to everybody watching. Lots of love.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.